Start right here on Jonesy. You've spoken to how effective he's been this season, but another one like he had on Tuesday night. What's the state of the work that he's put in here at this point?
Yeah, he's been, he's been rock solid for us, and obviously, with Groovy being unavailable over the past couple of weeks here, it's been a really important stretch for him. But most importantly, it's just, it's a continuation of Jonesy's work from, really from early on in training camp. His consistency has been good, and I've said it a couple of times. He brings that good calm presence to our group.
You mentioned before as well too how much having Rory has meant to him, and something that you can maybe relate to. What's the meaning of being a father and a figure in hockey and learning how to balance that lifestyle now?
Well, I mean, there's all kinds, there's different life experiences, right? You grow as you go through life, and for sure, becoming, a father is one of the most impactful. So, I think it's unfair for me to comment on somebody else's experience, but anybody that has, had the good fortune to become a father certainly understands the change and the growth in your perspective.
Dave, any updates on Alexiak and McCann?
Jamie's out. He's out with a lower body. He will not play tomorrow. I don't want to go further than that. I'll have some more updates for you maybe within a couple of days. Jared McCann's looked good. He's still day to day, but I think there's a real good chance that he'll get through his work today, and has a good possibility for sure to get going, whether it's tomorrow or the next one. He's looked good and he's close.
Not doing your lineup for you, but Cale Fleury's working hard during the time that he's not playing.
Yeah, Jamie won't be available, and Cale will go in.
What's your impressions of how he's been doing in practice and keeping his head?
Well, it's a tough job, right? It's a month of practicing, and a lot of that stuff is individual work, and the big thing there is mentally, being able to keep yourself focused and sharp and clear, do the work every day, and he's done that. He along with Leachy, they've spent a lot of time together, and he'll be ready to go in the lineup tomorrow night.
Do you anticipate you'll have to call somebody up, or is that unknown yet?
Well, yeah, there's a good possibility of that. We'll discuss that more, as we go through this afternoon.
Dave, Minnesota finally scored some goals last night, and of course, Kaprizov's right in the middle of all of that. I know you guys play your game and you want to play your game, but when there's a player on the ice like that, it just draws a lot of attention. How does it change what you guys do?
Well, it doesn't change what we do. I mean, he's an elite player. He hasn't been around the league all that long, so maybe some people are just discovering his abilities. But he's a driver. He's an elite player in this league, so he's somebody that you have to pay attention to. He's obviously he fits in well with their scheme and the way they do things. And they certainly have a lot of good players to go with him. But he's quickly becoming an elite player in this league.
If Daniel Sprong has had an interesting off-season into season, right? He came in with no contract, PTO, and now he's played himself into the lineup. What have you seen from him? What impact has he had on the team?
Our introduction to Spronger was last year, obviously, late in the season, and he came in and he was a worker. There's no disputing his abilities, his offensive abilities. What we've asked out of Spronger is to become an everyday 200-foot player. There's going to be different opportunities in front of him in terms of where he is in the lineup. Based off of exactly where we're at. But right now, he's found a really solid role with Morgan and with Donnie on the fourth line. They've done a good job 5-on-5. Spronger is continuing to develop his role on our power play, and that's an important role for him. It's just it's an everyday accountability, to doing the job, no different than anybody else in our dressing room. That's what we're asking out of them.
Have you noticed a lot of improvement? I remember you talking a little bit last year about the need for some changes in terms of how he was playing defensively. Have you noticed improvements in that area?
Yeah, I wouldn't even use the term defensively. Just 200-foot game, and that means You know, the level of risk versus reward that you have in your game with the puck. It means, you know, how detailed you are in what you're doing without the puck, the defensive part, and how you're fitting into, you know, the scheme with the other 5 guys on the rink. And Spronger's effort there has been outstanding. He's working hard to do all those things, have detail to his game, have good effort to his, you know, to effort and compete to his game, shift in and shift out. So those are the reasons why, you know, he's an important part of our lineup in the role that he's in.
On that note, I know we can rack up points, but what have you thought of Maddie Beniers' two-way play so far?
Well, Maddie's, you know, he's a young centerman in this league. His effort and his intentions are outstanding. His confidence is a real strength. You know, playing up the middle. You know, you have so many different responsibilities. Obviously, in the face-off dot, that's an area that he's going to get better in. He's focusing. He's working at that. That's an area he's going to grow in over time. But we're confident that he will because of, you know, how competitive he is and how much attention he pays to that area. You know, with and without the puck, he's got outstanding instincts. So, you know, that doesn't mean there's not going to be different challenges when, you know, you're on the ice against consistently against other teams' top players. But he's ready to handle that growth and, you know, that not just the growth. He's ready to be successful in the role, and that's, you know, along with that, you know, in this league, as you know, as you go through a regular season, as you go through growth and development, you're going to have successes and failures. And what I love about Maddie is he handles those equally. He's hungry to come back the next day, and he's equally as confident, regardless of what happened the previous day, the previous shift, the previous period.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Good. Okay. Thank you.